As the regular season rounds its final corner, the Purples take one last trip across town to close out district play. Wendy's pregame show here on stfanclub.com. Joe Brunk here with you, flying solo tonight as the Bowling Green Purples getting ready to take on the Greenwood Gators in the, well, what would be the 9th game of the regular season, but it is for Bowling Green. Let's go ahead and dive into this matchup. So again, the Wendy's pregame show. Bowling Green 5-2 on the season. Last week picking up a win over Christian County 49-0. Connor Cooper with a start at quarterback. He played the entire game, 197 passing yards, 2 touchdowns and a rushing touchdown. When I say the entire game, I mean until the running clock came into play, and then he kind of stepped interception and a fumble recovery in last week's game. Greenwood 5-3 on the season. They picked up a loss against South Warren last week, 18-36. They
Thanks for us as we move into the playoffs.
Coach Mark Spader here with us. You talk about the senior class and leadership. I just got to catch a little bit of you talking about the captains who were elected by the team, and one of them, several of them there and a lot of them, but one in particular, your son Evan. Talk about that moment, just, the pride that you must feel knowing that your son is a guy that your team, not only that you can trust on because you know him, but that the team also trusts on because they know him.
And, I think he's earned every bit of that. I'm trying to enjoy him more. Of course, he's my last one.
Yeah.
Not to say I didn't enjoy Andrew when he played here, but with a coach-player relationship, I always try to err on the side of, I don't want anybody to think I'm giving them any favoritism or cut them any slack. But much like his brother, Evans worked hard to gain the trust and respect of his teammates. He's a good player, so, his teammates voted him as such, along with Frank Jones and Vito Tisdale and Scotty Brown and Kendall Pearson.
Yep.
So, we've been rotating seniors in and out as captains throughout the season, and I decided with, basically this Greenwood game being a district championship that, let's go ahead and vote for our captains, and it's going to be guys that I lean on and sometimes get into over these next few weeks. As we try to motivate and move through the playoffs.
Yeah, and a fine group of guys, if I can say so myself. Coach Mark Spader here with us. Coach, thanks for letting me come on in and get a quick few words with you, and, of course, good luck against the Gators.
All right, thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Coach Mark Spader. We'll take ourselves a quick little break. We'll be right back, and when we come back, it's kickoff time here on stfanclub.com, part of the Sporting Times Broadcast Network.
Go Purples!
And we actually don't have time to go to those commercials because it is time for some football. The Gators back to receive Bowling Green to kick off to get this game underway. Again, Joe Brunk here with you live on stfanclub.com. Bowling Green, the visiting white uniforms with purple letters and numbers, purple pant, gold helmet. Greenwood in home green uniforms, white helmet, green pant, white letters and numbers. The Purples will be going from left to right here in the first quarter. And Dalton Major on to kick the ball away, and we'll get this thing going. Got Reed Sloan back to receive. He is the main guy to watch for this Gator squad, and we'll talk about him a lot in tonight's game, but actually the man to catch it this time is Odom, and he's got the return to the 15, cuts to the outside of the 20, jukes trying to get past Vito Tisdale, but Tisdale's able to hold him back, and they'll get a return out to the 31-yard line. Let's take a look now at the starting lineup. On the line for Bowling Green, Nathan Treywick, Bridger Nee, Terrian Thompson, and Keaton Odom. Your linebackers, Reese Jones, Kendall Pearson, and Vito Tisdale. In the defensive backfield, Eli Burwash, Tucker Prescorn, Evan Spader, and Jacob Deglow. Reminder that tonight's game is brought to you in part by Crossroads IGA and Graves Gilbert Clinic, WKONA Sports Medicine. John Morrison in the backfield. In a quarterback for Greenwood. We'll get to their starting lineup here in a moment. Odom going in motion. They hand off to him, looking to run with the middle, and just runs into a whole host of players. A lot of purples there. Stand him up. No gain on the play. Starting lineup for the Gators offense on the line. Peyton Wright, Hayden Lasley, Logan Hunt, Will Monroe, and Patrick Bean. The wide receivers are Reed Sloan, David Odom, and Yugi Ogawa. The running back is Christian Hernandez. The tight end is Chris Gui, and the quarterback is John Morrison. Wide out to the far right side, second and 9. They give him a yard on that last carry. Now a handoff to Reed Sloan coming up the right side. Gets past one tackle and now another, picking up the first down coming up the left-hand side. Reed Sloan, big-time playmaker. 761 rushing yards and 8 touchdowns on the ground, 263 receiving yards, and 5 touchdowns through the air. He also has a punt return for a score this season. Basically, if the Gators are scoring, Reed Sloan probably has a hand in it. Minute into the game, Gators have picked up a first down. It's 1st and 10 on the Greenwood 44-yard line. Set up on the left hash mark, 3 receivers lined up on the right-hand side. Morrison in the gun, takes the snap, quick handoff, and immediately swallowed up. Hernandez with nothing to do on that carry. Purples get him in the backfield. Loss of 2 on the play. Bowling Green just breaking through that line of scrimmage with no trouble on that play. Greenwood bringing in Aaron Steele as a receiver. He'll be a wide receiver on the left-hand side and going 4 wide for the Gators on this 2nd and 12 play from the 42-yard line. Morrison takes a snap, looking to his right, goes to the short pass to Reed Sloan, shakes one tackle but not the next, getting up to the 45-yard line, a gain of 3 on the play. They'll give him an extra yard up to the 46, looks like. So a gain of 4 to make it 3rd and 8. Reese Jones on the tackle. He's been having a great season for Bowling Green at linebacker. 84 tackles on the season to lead the squad. Had 12 last week against Christian County. Here's a snap. Morrison going to roll out to the right-hand side. Looking deep, throws up the sideline, tipped up, and it is incomplete. Tisdale right there to get a hand on it, but it falls away incomplete, and it brings up 4th down, and the punt squad to come out for Greenwood. They'll bring out Ben Patterson on to punt this away, and he's one of the top kickers in the area, and actually been heralded as one of the top kickers in the nation. Pretty good leg on him. Back to receive for Bowling Green, Vito Tisdale and Evan Spader. Here comes the snap. Kick is away, and that is a booming punt. Spader back to receive, makes the catch, and looking for a return. Gets past one guy up to the 25. Flags coming out towards the end of this play as he's shoved out of bounds on the Gator sideline. Probably going to be against Bowling Green on that return. Looks like may have some blocking in the back on that initial turn on the corner by Spader. As they line that out, let's take a look at the starting lineup for Bowling Green. On the line, Frank Jones, Jaron France, Donovan Green, Kenye Cover, and Sam Napier. Wide receivers, Elvin Fofana, Scotty Brown, and Des Wilson, wide receiver. J.V. Button's your running back. Tight end is Jordan Dingle and Connor Cooper. Starting quarterback tonight for Bowling Green. Cooper, 719 passing yards on the season. 9:41 remaining in the first. It's 1st and 10 with the ball set up on about the 15-yard line. Running back on each side for Cooper with 3 receivers out there as well. Here comes the snap. Looking deep, Cooper down the right sideline. Caught by J.V. Button across the 50 and down to the Greenwood 45-yard line. So the Purples, who haven't really gone deep a lot this year, go with a wheel route there by J.V. Button, the running back, out of the backfield. Gets himself deep down the right sideline and picks up the first down, brought to you by McDonald's. 1st and 10. Greenwood 45-yard line. Purples moving in the handoff to Des Wilson. Coming off on the sweep on the left-hand side. Can't shake the tackle, though, and he's brought down in the backfield. Gators able to break through and get a few guys through to stop the run from Des Wilson. Bumping him back to the 47-yard line. Loss of 2 on the play. Makes it 2nd and 12. Ball set up on the left hash mark. 3 receivers on the right-hand side. 1 to the left. J.V. Button goes out to the receiver on the left side as well. 5 wide for the Purples as Cooper takes a snap. Screen play. Dingle shakes the tackle, gets back past the original line of scrimmage, and gains a yard after that. So a gain of 3 on the play for Jordan Dingle. That'll make it 3rd and 9. Yep, 3rd and 9. Bowling Green needing to get up to the 36-yard line. Here comes the snap. Handoff again. J.V. Button on the carry, this time to the right side. Breaking through the line, but it's a no-go, getting up to the 40-yard line. It gains a couple, gains 4 on the play. It is not enough for the first down, but in this place of the field, it's not close enough for a field goal. It's maybe too close for the punt. The Purple's going to go for it here on 4th down. 4th and 5, need to get to the 35-yard line. 2 receivers on each side, and a player was offside, but they didn't snap it. Cooper looking towards the sideline, now brings it back. J.V. Bunton shifts to the right side. 2 receivers on each side for Connor Cooper. Takes a snap, hand off to J.V. Bunton, running up the middle, tripped up, tackled. I think he's short. And he is. Gators going to come out on the field after a big-time stop by the Gator D on 4th down. 7:51 remaining here in the first quarter, and we are tied at 0. Take this time to remind you that tonight's game is brought to you in part by Wendy's, a proud sponsor of high school athletes. And I always encourage you guys to check out Wendy's in Bowling Green, Franklin, and Glasgow. Enjoy a filling 4 for $4 meal deal. 1st and 10 for Greenwood on their own 36-yard line. Morrison, quick throw up the middle, has Odom open, a first down, and gains a few yards after the fact as well, moving into Bowling Green territory to the 49-yard line. The Greenwood first down. David Odom on the reception for the Greenwood Gators. They've picked up a couple first downs here early in this game. Purples forced them to punt after a couple of first downs on the first drive. Bowling Green turned it over on downs on their first drive. Here comes the snap. Flags before we go. False start on the Gators. Odom was coming over on the sweep, but somebody else moved on it, and we'll move it back 5 yards and try it again. 1st and 15, back into Greenwood territory to the Gator 46. Yuji Ogawa into the game at a receiver. He'll be a wideout over on the far side, top of your screen. 3 receivers on the right. Odom now going in motion. Handoff to Odom, going from right to left. Spin move. Gets back past the line of scrimmage, and the Purples will stand him up before he gets across the 50. Up to the 48-yard line. A gain of 2 on the carry by Odom. That will make it 2nd and 13. Greenwood needing to get up to just shy of the Bowling Green 39-yard line to pick up the first down. Morrison in the gun, 3 receivers on the right side. Hernandez beside him. Here's the snap. Looking to the right, has Odom in the flat. Vito Tisdale looking to make the tackle, but he breaks through the arm tackle, and Odom gets into Bowling Green territory up to the 44. Reese Jones again on the tackle for Bowling Green. 3rd and 4. Ball set up at the 46 or the 44-yard line. 3 receivers on the left side as Morrison takes the snap, looking to throw up the seam, and it sails incomplete. The quick throw, and I think he was looking for Odom in the middle, but it sailed too high and it falls incomplete. Bringing up 4th down, 5:48 left here in the first quarter. Still tied at 0. And now it's decision time for the Greenwood Gators. Do they go for it, possibly giving Bowling Green a decent field position, or do they punt it and try to pin Bowling Green back? And they're going to punt it. So it's a 4th and 4. Patterson coming out to punt. Back to receive is Vito Tisdale. Bowling Green adjusting here. Just 1 man back to receive compared to 2 on the last punt. Here comes the snap, and the punt gets away and almost blocked, and it's going to bounce out of bounds at about the 25-26 yard line. Ends up being about a 20-yard punt, shorter than that even. Bowling Green will take over again. Steady rainfall here at the Swamp. We start this game 55 degrees with some showers throughout the area. It's pretty much going to be raining from now until Sunday. Connor Cooper and company back out there. J.V. Bunton to his left in the backfield. A receiver to his left, two to his right. Here comes the snap and a handoff to J.V. Bunton. Looking for the crease up the middle. Finds it and bowls through for a few yards, moving up to the 34-yard line. Gain of about 7 on the play. Drive started on the 27-yard line. 5:20 on the clock here in the first quarter. Bunch of players packed in the backfield. Two receivers on the right. Here comes the snap. Hand off to Bunton again. Purple's perfectly content on keeping it on the ground after the initial long pass to start off the game. And Bunton runs it up the middle, picks up the first down, moves the chains for Bowling Green. That first down brought to you by McDonald's. Moving the ball up to the 39-yard line. 1st and 10. 3 receivers on the right side for Cooper in the gun. Takes a snap, drops back. Has some time throwing up the middle. Deep for Fofana. Makes the catch. And a first down by Bowling Green as Fofana takes it down the field to the 23. Moving to the Gator yard line, and Connor Cooper is hitting those deep passes pretty well here in the early going. He's completed 2 long ones, both of them for first downs. 4:45 on the clock, 1st and 10. Here's a snap. Cooper looking left side, but a whistle before that play got underway. Not sure everyone got set on that one before the snap came through. Purple's trying to catch the Gators sleeping there, and it may end up being a false start on Bowling Green. That's what it is. So we'll move it back 5 yards against the Purples to the Greenwood 28-yard line, looks like. So 1st and 15. Bowling Green looking for the first points of the game. 2 receivers on the right-hand side. Here's the snap. Handoff to Vi Collins, running up the middle, bowls through one, hops over another, and moves down to the 15-yard line. Collins not only showing the strength, but the agility on that run. High stepping over a defender. 2nd and short. Ball on the 16-yard line. Here's a snap. Cooper dropping back, looking to throw, now has to run. Had a defender in his face, takes off running, has the first down, and then is knocked out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Connor Cooper, again, has been connecting on the deep passes, but has the ability to tuck and run. Is a really good athlete for Bowling Green. Also playing on the hardwood for the Purples basketball squad. Steps back here in the gun. He's got Collins behind him. And running back, 2 receivers on the right-hand side. Here's the snap. Hand off to Collins, looking up the middle. Bowls through one defender, but now is stood up by a host of Gators. Minimal gain on the carry. Makes it 2nd and goal.
All right, Gator fans, let's help this defense. Come on, cheer them up.
The ball set up. To be about the 4-yard line is where we're at. 2nd and goal on the 4. Hand off to Collins. Got blockers in front of him. Heading to the outside corner, and he's in. Untouched. Touchdown, Bowling Green. Vi Collins with the 4-yard run. A lot of blockers in front of that one. You had, looks like you had Spader running that way. You had J.V. Bunton came in motion as the snap came through, and I believe Dingle was on that side as well. So the Purple strike first. The touchdown brought to you by Toyota of Bowling Green. The kick is up, and the kick is good. Or the kick is no good. But the 4-yard run by Collins puts the Purples up 6-0.
The Greenwood Gators would like to wish our very best to the Lady Gators of volleyball. Congratulations in their district championship as they move on to the region. And don't forget, our Lady Gators are playing.
Take this time to remind you that tonight's game is brought to you in part by Mid-South Lumber and Supply, Professional building materials and services. They have everything you'll need for any project and size. Windows, doors, paint and design center, lumber, roofing, shingles, molding and trim installation, siding and gutters, electrical and plumbing. Providing superior service and quality products since 1962, delivered when and where you need them. Mid-South Lumber and Supply. We're more than wood. Joe Brunk here with you live on stfanclub.com, streaming through YouTube as well. Glad you guys could join us on this rainy Friday night. Bowling Green with the 4-yard run by Vi Collins on the board. Now the kickoff going to be short, and a squib kick. The Gators dive on top of it, and Greenwood will start this drive about where they started their first drive on the 31-yard line. We'll see how the Gator offense answers here. They've been forced to punt 2 times already. Purples driving 73 yards on that last drive for the score. Got 2 receivers lined up on the right side. Morrison in the gun with Odom to his right. Here's the snap, handoff to Odom, looking to run to the left. Bounces off one guy, but there's a host of Purples right there with him. Gets to the 31. I think it's a no gain. Gets there to the line of scrimmage, but no more. It's Bowling Green with a host of guys getting through the line and getting to Odom in the backfield. 2:40 left here in the first quarter. Bowling Green leading 6-0. Let me update that scoreboard here for you. There we go. Everybody bunched around the ball here. So Odom goes in motion again, fakes the handoff to him, and now gives off to Sloan with the misdirection, breaks through the line, and will pick up some yards, moving up to the 38-yard line. Reed Sloan, a 7-yard run. Actually, they're going to give him up to the 39, so an 8-yard run for Reed Sloan will make it 3rd and 2. Gators need to get up to the 41-yard line here, set up on the left hash mark. Same formation, everybody bunched up close to the ball. Reed Sloan on the far right side of this formation. Odom goes in motion again. This time the handoff to Odom coming up the right side, and he's bottled up and brought down at the 40. Purples keep him short of the first down, and the Gators going to be forced to punt it again, this time on the 3 and out. Here comes Patterson to come out. Ball set up on the 40-yard line on the Greenwood side of the field. Bowling Green will send 2 guys back to receive in Vito Tisdale and Evan Spader. Patterson had a booming punt his first time. His second one not as far. Here's the snap. Patterson with time gets it away. This one a high kick, and Spader going to make the catch and is immediately hit at the 30, but he bounces off some tacklers, and he'll get a couple yards, maybe 1 on that return. And Spader not afraid to whatever's going to come at him. Gets a couple after the catch. And Bowling Green will start this drive on their own 32-yard line. 59 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. And we'll remind you again that tonight's game is brought to you in part by Crossroads IGA and Graves Gilbert Clinic, WKONA Sports Medicine. Joe Brunk here with you, flying solo as the Purples lead 6-0 over Greenwood in the first quarter. Slow start. Bowling Green's been forced to. They turned it over on downs on their first drive. They drove it 73 yards for the touchdown on the second drive. Cooper sending Wilson in motion, fakes the handoff, and now looking to go deep. Has a receiver downfield, makes the catch, and now looking to break off a run. Jordan Dingle on the run all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Bowling Green, 68-yard reception from Cooper to Dingle. Comes with 48 seconds remaining in the first quarter. And that touchdown brought to you by Toyota of Bowling Green. Cooper airing it out tonight. That one, though, give the credit to Jordan Dingle. Had to come back to it. get the pass away from the defender, and then got some distance between him and the defender and strode it on in to the end zone. Purples look like they're going to go for 2 here, try to make up for that missed extra point on the last touchdown. Cooper in the gun. Here's the snap. Looking to his right, going back corner, and it is caught. Nope. Incomplete. So that makes the score Bowling Green 12. Greenwood nothing. Take this time to remind you that tonight's game is brought to you in part by State Farm Insurance. Dependable and knowledgeable agents see customers looking for real protection and long-term relationships. Having one special person for your car, home, and life insurance lets you get down to business with the rest of your life. We're State Farm. It's what we do. 24/7, 365. Go to a better state. Contact an agent today. Call Jonathan McDaniel at 270-842-5556 or Ginger Cleary at 270-782-7276. A 68-yard pass from Cooper to Dingle for the score. But the Purples go for 2 and miss on the conversion. So the score 12-0. Kickoff deep. We'll have a return from Greenwood this time. Breaks through the line, has some room to run. Odom breaks another tackle. Now across the 40 and then brought down at the 46-yard line. David Odom. Purples kicking away from Reed Sloan. And who can blame you with as much as Sloan has been able to do this season. But David Odom has broken off some big plays early in this contest and now sets up the Gators on the 46-yard line. Odom, a junior, you know he's going to be getting a lot more look on offense. He's been getting a ton of looks here tonight. Look for him to get a whole lot more next year when Reed Sloan has graduated and moved on. Sloan now in the backfield. 38 seconds left here in the first quarter. So in the backfield to the right side of Morrison. 2 receivers on the left side in Ogawa and Odom. Here's the snap. Morrison dropping back, looking to throw to his left. Looking deep for Odom. Incomplete, out of bounds. Not quite the angle for Odom to be able to catch that one in bounds. And it falls incomplete and brings up 2nd and 10. The Gators have flirted with the midfield and moved it into Purple territory a couple times in tonight's game, but have not been able to get much closer than about the Bowling Green 45. 2 receivers on the left-hand side. Hernandez set up over there as well. Here's a snap, and Morrison dropping back, looking to his left, now scrambles to his right. Flag on the play, and it's thrown out of bounds. Incomplete. Coverage there by Tucker pre-score and getting a hit on the receiver, but a flag in the backfield. It was like with the timing on this one, it is a hold on Greenwood. The Purples decline it, and that will bring up 3rd and 10. Ball set up on the Greenwood 46-yard line. 3rd and 10 in between the hash marks. 26 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. You know, with 3 minutes left in this period, it was tied at 0. Well, with about 3:30 left in the first quarter, it was tied at 0. That's when Bowling Green scored the first points off a 4-yard run by Vi Collins. Here's a snap to Morrison. Under pressure, throwing on the run, finds Reed Sloan, and he'll cut to the inside, getting very close to that first down marker. It's all going to depend on the spot. Diving across the Bowling Green 45, and the official is going to set this on the 45. That's short. Greenwood fans not pleased with where that ball got set down. It brings up 4th down. Greenwood offense stays out there. They're going to go for it, but they won't until the second quarter. Clock strikes 0, and at the end of 1, it's Bowling Green 12, Greenwood nothing. We'll be back with the second quarter after a word from our sponsor, McDonald's. Did you know that the Burl journey into McDonald's began in 1974 with the opening of their first restaurant in Franklin, Kentucky? Paul Burl, a second-generation owner-operator, began the family business with his father, Jim Burl. And from that one store, other siblings joined the business and have branched off into their own areas throughout Kentucky and Tennessee. The Burls have always looked at their business as a people business first and a hamburger business second. The Burls are also heavily involved in the communities where they work and live. They are proud supporters of many charities, athletic, and academic programs. Additionally, they are passionate about helping out the Nashville Ronald McDonald House, which serves as a home away from home for many families from southern Kentucky each year. Visit one of the many area McDonald's locations today. McDonald's, I'm loving it. Joe Brunk here with you live on stfanclub.com on a dreary Friday night. Mid to lower 50s. Consistent rain throughout the evening here in Bowling Green, but we're live at the Swamp as Bowling Green leads the Gators 12-0. And tonight's game is brought to you in part by Graves Gilbert Clinic, WKONA Sports Medicine, and Crossroads IGA. Gators going to go for it here on 4th and 1. Morrison in the gun, the handoff to Odom, and he breaks through, picking up the first down and another yard more. Moving up to the Bowling Green 42. Gain of 3 on the carry as Odom powers through the middle. No flavor on that one. It just a straight up run up the middle. The Gators able to convert on a 4th down. 1st and 10. Ball on the Bowling Green 42. Here's a snap. Fakes the handoff, and Morrison rolling out to his right. Throws it on the run, and it is almost intercepted. 2 purples were on it. Knocked away by, I believe that's Deglow and Burwash. Were right there on top of it for Bowling Green. Fortunately, they may have knocked it away from each other, and it falls incomplete. 2nd and 10. The ball on the Bowling Green 42. This may be the farthest that the Gators have moved the ball down the field in tonight's game so far. Into the game for the Gators, Marquise Trussell comes in to deliver the play call from Coach Howard to the rest of the team. 2 receivers set up on the left side. Hernandez on that side as well, with another receiver to the right side in Trussell. Here's the snap. Howard dropping back, throwing deep up the left sideline. Catch made, and then knocked away. They're going to say it's a catch. Wow. So the Gators moving inside the red zone. Yuji Ogawa on the reception for the Gators. So now 1st and 10. Ball on the Bowling Green 11-yard line. Gators threatening here. Same formation with 2 receivers on that left-hand side. Everyone else is bunched around the ball. Running back in motion. They hand it off, and the Purples eat it up. Diving forward. I think maybe getting up to the 10. Picks up 2 on the carry. Makes it 2nd and 8. Ogawa checks out. Aaron Steele in as a receiver. The top of your screen there. Morrison in the gun. Runner back goes in motion. Handoff to Odom, running from left to right. Trying to get to that outside corner, but the Purples chase him down and make the tackle. And who else makes that tackle? Reese Jones. Jones, phenomenal. Flying all over the field for that Bowling Green defense. Move it to the 8-yard line. So they gain 2 on the carry. Makes it 3rd and about 6 here. 3rd and 6. The Gators can pick up a first down without getting the touchdown. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Morrison in the gun. Takes a snap, drop back, looking to his left. Straight pass, knocked away, incomplete. Coverage there by Deglow. Knocking it away. So did the crossing pass there to bring the outside guy in on the slant. But Purple's able to defend it, and it brings up a 4th down. Offense looks like they want to stay out there. Bowling Green leading by 2 touchdowns. 12-0 your score. Purples missed the extra point on their first touchdown. They went for 2 and did not convert on the second TD. Bowling Greenwood taking their time here. Don't have a play clock, so we're not able to really check where they're at, but Greenwood seems to not have any play in, so probably going to be taking time out here. But the clock is stopped at the 10-minute mark because it was an incomplete pass. So why take the time? That's what they did. Let the play clock run down, then use the timeout, and they'll talk things over here on a 4th down. As they do so, I'm going to take this time to thank another one of our sponsors, Lawton Insurance. Today, Lawton Insurance has provided thousands of Kentuckians with affordable insurance coverage and unparalleled customer service. Whether your needs are simple or complex, individual or commercial, Lawton Insurance is dedicated to providing you with the appropriate insurance solution at an affordable price while forming with you a relationship built on trust and confidence that is sure to stand the test of time. Contact them today to find out how they can serve your insurance needs. Lawton Insurance, 270-282-2411. 10 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. Bowling Green leading 12-0, but it's Greenwood inside the red zone right now, standing on the Bowling Green 7-yard line. Looks like it's more set up on the 8-yard line. Greenwood needing to pick up about 4 yards here, I think is what they will need. 6 yards, excuse me. Probably 6 yards is what the Gators need here in order to get that first down. 8 yards, and they get in the end zone. Morrison in the gun. He's got 3 receivers to his right. Here comes the snap. Morrison looking to his right. Lets it fly up the middle. Through the hands, incomplete. So the Gators turn it over on downs, but Bowling Green will be tucked deep in their own territory to start this next drive. The perils of going with the passing game on a night like this, the wet ball slipping through the hands of the intended target, and Bowling Green will take over. So let's see how Connor Cooper and company answer this call. Vi Collins and J.V. Button in the backfield, one on each side of Cooper in the gun. Here's the snap, handoff, and that is Vi Collins on the carry, runs it up the middle and gets up to the 15-yard line. Getting about 5 on the play. About 2nd and 3 with the ball on the 15-yard line. Here's the snap. Cooper dropping back, looking to throw. Buying time, rolling to his right. Now takes off running. Has some open field. Picks up the first down. Still racing down the sideline and cuts towards the middle. Across the 40 before he's brought down at the 42. But there may be some laundry in the backfield. Cooper rolling out to the right. Bought a ton of time before he takes off, but a hold on the play will bring the run back. So what would have been a first down and moving Bowling Green to the 42-yard line now comes back and will set Bowling Green halfway to the goal because they set it at the 15 and now march it back inside the 10. So now it'll be first or second and long with the ball at the 9-yard line. 2 receivers on the right side, 1 to the left. J.V. Button in the backfield. Here's the snap. Cooper fakes the handoff. Now running back into the end zone. Throws on the run, and it's incomplete. Scotty Brown was there at the first down marker to try to make the play, but the pass too low, and it falls incomplete. 9 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. Bowling Green with a 3rd and 9. With the ball on the 9. 3 receivers on the right-hand side, 1 to the left, with J.V. Button in the backfield, left side of Connor Cooper. Here's the snap. Quick screen play, caught by J.V. Button. Needs some blockers in front. Gets across the 15, but will be short of the first down, being tackled at the 16. Bowling Green will punt this one away. Here comes the special teams for Bowling Green. And back to receive is Reed Sloan for the Gators. Sloan has a touchdown return off of a punt earlier this season. Burwash in to punt this one away. Purple's got to bring in a player. I believe that's Vi Collins coming in. Here comes the snap. And rugby-style run, and then punts it away. Very nice punt, and it takes a Bowling Green bounce across the 30, almost to the 20. It gets to the 20 before it's touchdown. That is about the perfect punt for Eli Burwash. Rugby-style runs to the right side, kicks it down the sideline, and it takes an extra about 20 yards for the Purples, going from the 40 to the 20. Flips the field completely on the punt by Eli Burwash. 8:05 remaining here in the second quarter. Take this time to remind you that tonight's game brought to you in part by Crossroads IGA and Graves Gilbert Clinic, WKONA Sports Medicine. Gator offense coming back out on the field. Last time they had the ball, they drove it down to the Bowling Green 8 and then turned it over on downs. Had a long pass of Yuji Ogawa to get them inside the red zone. Two receivers to the right. Everyone else bunched around the ball. Here comes the snap. Hand off to Odom on the run. The Purples bottle it up quickly. No gain on the carry. Tackled at the 20. Getting a lot of play for David Odom. Odom has had a pretty decent year for the Gators as well. 624 yards on the ground and 5 rushing touchdowns. Steele comes back in as a receiver for the Gators, replacing the tight ends. Getting a little more speed out there. Steele will set up as a receiver over on the left side. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. As Morrison takes the snap, dropping back, throws up the middle. Caught by Sloan, shakes one tackle, but not the second. They'll tackle him shy of the 30. But a big gain for the Gators. That'll make it 3rd and manageable. Set the ball at the 29-yard line. 3rd and short here. Morrison taking the snap, rolling to his right, throws the quick pass. Odom makes the catch across the 30, dives ahead to the 31. I think he got to the 32. That's going to be enough for the first down. Gains 3 on the play. And another first down for Greenwood. 6:35 remaining here in the first half. Bowling Green leading 12-0. Bowling Green has scored 2 touchdowns, but have missed on the extra point opportunities each time. Missed a kick on the first one. Failed to convert on the 2-point conversion the second time around. Here's the snap. Morrison, handoff to Sloan. Tackled immediately in the backfield. Purples read that one great, and Terrian Thompson breaking through and getting the tackle. Terrian Thompson coming into the game, 25 tackles, 4 sacks, and a fumble recovery on the season. He has been living in the backfield for a good portion of the season. And he lost a shoe on the play as well, so they got to fix that. 5:50 remaining as Thompson gets that foot back in the shoe and stays out there at nose tackle for Bowling Green. 2nd and 16. Here's the snap. Handoff up the middle. Hernandez with the carry. Breaks past the 30. Up to the 33. Tisdale on the tackle. Makes it 3rd down. Greenwood needing to get up to the 43. And after the loss on first down, and then that gain, Gators are standing at the 33. 3rd and about 10 here on this play. Morrison in the gun with 2 receivers to his right, to the left. Here's a snap. Morrison looking to his right, letting it fly deep, and it's incomplete. Kind of hit that sweet spot between Ogawa and a purple defender. Neither could get to it, and it falls incomplete, and it brings up 4th down. Stops the clock with 4:55, and now Patterson will come back out on the field for Greenwood to punt this one away. Two guys back for Bowling Green, and Vito Tisdale and Evan Spader, 2 of the recently named captains for this Bowling Green squad. Here comes the snap, a high snap, but Patterson brings it in. Punt gets away, no pressure on that one. And here comes the bounce, takes the Bowling Green bounce, and Greenwood will touch it down at the Bowling Green 42. 43 is where they mark it down. Bowling Green will take it over here. Their last drive, they were forced to punt inside their own 20 because of a holding penalty that brought back a great run by Connor Cooper. But the punt by Burwash flipped the field. And then the Purples forced the punt and now take over on their own 43. 1st and 10. Cooper in the gun with 2 receivers to his right, 1 to the left. Here's the snap. Hand off to J.V. Button. Hesitation, now runs up the middle. Breaks through, has the 1st down, tackled at the Greenwood 45. Gain of 12 on the carry by J.V. Bunton. Bunton on the year, 349 rushing yards coming into tonight's game, 4 touchdowns as well. Also has a couple receiving touchdowns. Fakes the handoff. Quick pass to Des Wilson on the screen. Gets to the outside, picks up another 1st down the Bowling Green sideline before he's knocked out of bounds. That 1st down brought to you by McDonald's. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right for Bowling Green. Cooper in the gun. Here's the snap. Hand off to J.V. Bunton, running in between the tackles. Minimal gain, tripped up as he dives across the 30. So he's brought down at the 30, gain of 2 on that play. Make it 2nd and 8. Cooper takes a snap. Hand off to Bunton, running to the left, has a blocker in front of him, now another one. Now across the 25 to the 20. Before he's brought down by a couple of Gators. But a flag in the backfield. Hold against Bowling Green. Been a few holds against the Purples here in this game. That's something that we really haven't seen a ton of this year. This one, the flag tossed around the 24-yard line. It's going to move them back to the 34. The 2nd and 12. The ball now on the Greenwood 34-yard line. It's been a J.V. Bunton series so far for Bowling Green. He remains there in the backfield. This time Cooper to throw. Steps into the pocket, takes off running, shakes a couple tackles up the middle, gets up to the 25. Actually gets inside the 25, just shy of the 24. Makes it 3rd and short. Couple yards here to go for Bowling Green. 3rd and 2 from the 24, and some Gators jump, but they don't snap it. Cooper looking to see if he gets flags, but instead looks to the sideline for the play call. Steps back in. Bunton to his left in the backfield. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Cooper taking the snap. Hand off to Bunton. Between the tackles, gets himself the 1st down and a whole lot more. Breaking the tackle, and he's in. Touchdown, Bowling Green. And the touchdown will stand. That touchdown brought to you by Toyota of Bowling Green. Comes with 3:08 remaining in the quarter. Bowling Green going to kick the extra point. Here comes the snap. The kick is up, and the kick is good. That makes the score Bowling Green 19, Greenwood nothing, with 3:08 remaining in the first half. We'll take this time to remind you guys that there are plenty of opportunities to catch up with the folks at the Sporting Times. If you're not only catching us on Friday nights, we got a whole lot more. We have the Take 5 podcast happening every week. Usually comes out on Monday or Tuesday. Doug Thompson and myself talking about the games that happened over the weekend and look ahead to the games coming up, and who knows what other foolishness we'll get into. But it's a whole lot of fun. You can find it on the Apple Podcast app. Just search for Sporting Times or Take 5, and you should be able to find it. And then we also have our Sporting Time show on WNKY NBC 40 every Saturday night from 6 to 6:30. Doug gets a chance to sit down and talk with people of the sporting community in this area, and it's a whole lot of fun. Athletes, coaches, people in the community. It's a whole lot of fun. I get to hop on it every now and then for a couple of segments, and I hope you guys will join us for that as well. The Sporting Time show on WNKY NBC 40. Here comes the kick. It's a squib kick. And Cotton just hit the deck immediately. No return on the kick. The catch made by Will Price. Greenwood will take over. As the ball is set down on the 27-yard line. 3:08 left in the first half. Purple have given up a few first downs in this game so far, but have been able to keep the Gators outside of the end zone. Have a 3-score lead at the moment. Here comes the snap. Morrison hands it off, and you got to run up the middle. Coach Howard has continued to have a run-heavy offense in his tenure here at Greenwood. And they were known to be a run-heavy team before he showed up as well. Although he's mixed it up a little bit, different look, but strong focus on the ground. They've got some pretty good guys to do it with. Odom has been effective. Reed Sloan is a dynamic playmaker. He's done it in a lot of different ways. So Bowling Green has to keep an eye on a lot of guys. Even though it's, probably looking at the ground most of the time, you can't leave anyone away. Odom set up as a receiver over on the right-hand side. So is Reed Sloan, and Morrison looking to throw. He's looking for Sloan deep down the right sideline. Picked off by Bowling Green. The interception. And it's taken away by Dylan Eccles. Just hung up high for Sloan. Eccles closes in on it from the middle of the field. Able to get over to the sideline, gets the interception. That's the first turnover of the game from either squad. Coming into this game, Greenwood had forced just 5 turnovers in the season. Bowling Green had 5 turnovers forced last week. Here comes the snap. Pass to Zach Brassel, and he'll get it across into Gator territory up to the 35-yard line. Going to set the ball here on the backside of the 35-yard line. It's enough for a first down. It's brought to you by McDonald's. Under 2 minutes to go here in the first half. 2 receivers on each side. Here's the snap. Cooper fakes the handoff, now is chased by 3 Gators, and will take off running. Plows into one guy at the 40. Tries to dive back to the line of scrimmage, but he'll lose yards on the carry. Moves it back to the 37-yard line. In the defensive line breaking through and able to put pressure on Cooper early in that play. 2nd and 12, here's a snap. Cooper dropping back, has to step up again, throwing deep, looking for Brassel, incomplete. Both guys there towards the ball. And looking towards the end zone on that play. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. The Purples trying to capitalize after getting the interception. The Gators trying to make this a short possession for Bowling Green, looking for the 3 and out. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Actually, 2 to the right. Here's the snap. Cooper. Hesitation, handoff, and he is plowed. And the ball's loose. Bunton decked as soon as he got the ball. And the ball pops out, and the Greenwood Gators have picked up the fumble. So the teams exchange turnovers here. In very short succession, Bowling Green got the interception with 2:12 on the clock. Greenwood gets the fumble recovery with 91 seconds remaining. See how the Gators respond. Morrison in the gun with 2 receivers on each side. Hernandez to his right. Here's the snap. And they'll draw a play to Hernandez. Running up the middle and brought down at the 45. Gain of 4 on the carry by Christian Hernandez. Greenwood has taken 1 timeout already. They have 2 remaining. They're actually moving up to the 46, so a 5-yard gain for Hernandez. He shifts over to the left side. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Here's the snap. Fakes the handoff. Morrison up the middle. Incomplete. The receivers not quite looking back. I think he was looking for Odom up the middle, but Odom hadn't turned around to look at the ball, and it sails past him. Stops the clock with 61 seconds remaining. 3rd and 5. Bowling Green looking to keep the Gators off the scoreboard in the first half. And the Purples will get the first possession of the second half as well. 19-0 your score, 1:01 on the clock here in the second quarter. Steele as a receiver, wide out on the left-hand side. Deglow goes out to defend him. Everyone else is bunched around the ball. Odom on one side, Sloan on the other. Handoff to Odom, running from left to right. Gets past 1 tackle, and Bowling Green makes the hit and brings him down shy of the 50 at the Greenwood 47. It's going to be short of the first down. Setting the ball up on the 48. They need to get to the Bowling Green 49. So 4th and 3 on the Greenwood 48. Ogawa, the deep receiver on the left-hand side. Odom is set up on the left close to the ball. Sloan to the right. Sloan goes in motion, but no snap. And now a timeout taken by Greenwood. Their second. Well, the official saying a sideline warning here. We'll take a short break after the half is over. 42 seconds remain. We'll come back with a halftime report. It's brought to you by Lawton Insurance. We'll look at some of the other scores from around the area. We'll break down the big plays of this game, and we'll look ahead to some of the other games happening this weekend, both in college and the NFL. It's the halftime report brought to you by Lawton Insurance. Coming up here a little bit later on stfanclub.com. Joe Brunk here with you. (19-0) Bowling Green. It's a 4th down opportunity for Greenwood here.
All right, Gator fans, let's get loud for this offense. Here they go.
2 receivers on the left-hand side, 2 to the right. Odom going to shift. Make it 3 receivers on the left-hand side. Watch Sloan in the slot here on the left. It's Morrison in the gun. Takes a snap, drop him back. Quick pass caught by Odom. It's enough for the first down, but he hopped back behind the line, which is going to be short, and the Purples force the turnover on down. So Odom had the first down, then hopped back across the 50 to try to find the route to run, and Bowling Green stops him shy. Bowling Green taking over with 35 seconds left in the half. 2 to the left, 2 to the right for Cooper in the gun. J.V. Bunton is the running back to the right side, I believe. Here's a snap, and a flag comes out first. False start on Bowling Green.
False start. Ball against the purple. Put it in reverse and back it up.
Moves the ball back to the Greenwood the Bowling Green 45-yard line. 1st and 15. Cooper in the gun with same formation. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Here comes the snap. Cooper dropping back. Going deep, looking for Dingle, right sideline. Catch made before he's knocked out of bounds. Dingle holding on to it through contact. And the first down brought to you by McDonald. Dingle with the snag. Had a great catch for a touchdown in the first quarter. Now moves the ball down the field with that spectacular catch. 1st and 10 with the ball on the Greenwood 45. Here's the snap. Cooper dropping back. Steps in the pocket, up the middle this time. Scotty Brown with the catch. Jukes the tackler to the 10. Now back to the inside of the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Bowling Green. 34 yards from Connor Cooper to Scotty Brown. Scotty Brown making the moves as that touchdown brought to you by Toyota of Bowling Green. Made the catch up the middle, cut to the outside, then got back in on the defenders and finds himself in the end zone. On for the extra point. The kick is up, and the kick no good. So it makes it 31-0. Or excuse me, 25-0. I was looking at the scoreboard, they'd already put up the 6. So 25-0 is your score. I was trying to give way too many points to Bowling Green on that play. It was an impressive play, but doesn't get you more than 6 points. 25-0 your score with 16 seconds remaining. So you look at what Bowling Green has had to go through with the conditions as they are, and maybe the major impact that it's had is on the special teams, most notably the extra points, as they've missed 2, and because of that have been forced to go for 2 on another one, did not get it. But they do lead 25-0 over Greenwood.
But you don't need to see all this up here. You don't need to see that.
Major on to kick this one away.
That's what happens when you get more people watching.
They've kind of mixed it up here. They've gone deep on some kicks. They've gone with the squib kick on a couple. This one they're going to go deep. Odom catches it about the 5. Moving over to the right sideline and brought down shy of the 15. Good coverage there by Bowling Green, and 11 seconds remain here in this first half. Purple's defense has been strong. They'll probably get one more play here and take it into the half with the 25-point lead. Morrison and company coming out onto the field. He's got Hernandez going to be in the backfield with him to his left. Odom set up on the left. Reed Sloan to the right. Sloan goes in motion. Handoff to Sloan. Looking to go up the middle. Breaks through, but tackle from behind. And Vito Tisdale on the tackle. And the final seconds. Take some time here. They don't know why they stopped the clock with 3 seconds. They didn't pick up the first down. Oh, they called the first down. So it was a first down for Greenwood, and now the final seconds tick off. And there it is. Clock strikes 0, and that is the end of the first half. Your score heading into the break, Bowling Green 25, Greenwood nothing. We will step aside for a quick little break, and we will be back to do our halftime report, brought to you by Lawton Insurance. Thank you guys for joining us on stfanclub.com, part of the Sporting Times Broadcast Network. And welcome back here to Greenwood High School, where we are at the half, and right now it's Bowling Green leading Greenwood 25-0. This is the halftime report brought to you by Lawton Insurance. Joe Brunk here with you, and let's go ahead and take a look back at how this game has gone so far. Bowling Green, well, they kicked off and played defense first, able to keep Greenwood off the scoreboard throughout the half, but on the couple possessions into the game, Bowling Green got a 4-yard run from Vi Collins to get the first touchdown of the game. Missed the extra points. It was 6-0 with 3:30 remaining in the first quarter. Then with 48 seconds remaining in the first, Bowling Green got a 68-yard pass from Connor Cooper to Jordan Dingle. They went for 2, did not get it. And that made it 12-0. J.B. Button had a 32-yard run with 3 minutes left in the second quarter to make it 19-0. They kicked the extra point. It went through. Eccles got an interception for Bowling Green with 2:12 left in the second quarter, but we're not able to convert. In fact, fumbled it away, and Greenwood scooped it back up about 40 seconds later, but they did not convert either. Bowling Green getting it back and got a 34-yard touchdown pass from Connor Cooper to Scotty Brown for the final touchdown of the half. Missed the extra point, and that gets us to the point of 25-0. That's the scoring breakdown. It's brought to you by State Farm Insurance. And let's take a look at some of the other games going on in the area tonight. We have a few scores to update you on. At the half, it's South Warren 21, Christian County nothing up there at the Stadium of Champions in Hopkinsville. At the half, it's Franklin Simpson 34, Warren East 7. And that's a big matchup there. If Franklin Simpson wins that game, they go from losing their first 4 games of the season to being the district champions. And looks like they're well on their way to doing that. Logan County is hosting Callaway County. Warren Central is at Monroe County. And Glasgow is at Casey County. And last score that we had from Allen County, Scottsville, and Russell County, it was ACS 20, Russell County 14, midway through the second. Some of the other games going on in college tomorrow. Western Kentucky is on the road at Marshall. It's at 1:30 in the afternoon. Louisville taking on Virginia, 2:30 on the ACC network. Kentucky hosting Missouri, 6:30 on the SEC network. Some big new matchups. Number 3, Ohio State playing host to number 13, Wisconsin. That's at 11 o'clock on Fox. So nice early game for you. And then when that one's done, I'll turn on over to CBS and catch number 2, LSU. Play host to number 9, Auburn. That's where John Crosby is this weekend. And while he's not on the air with me here, he's actually heading to that game. And hope he has a lot of fun. Should be a great matchup there between LSU and Auburn. In the NFL, Titans host the Bucs at noon on Fox. Bengals host the Rams at noon on CBS. And the Colts host the Broncos also at noon on CBS. Games of note in the NFL. Panthers at the 49ers. Afternoon game on Fox. And on Sunday night, it's the Packers at the Chiefs. So that is a look at the games going on this weekend. Some decent matchups for you. And since it's going to be raining so much around here, you got nothing else to do. Might as well watch you some football. So there you go. And want to give a shout out to some local teams still going in the soccer state tournament, both playing in semi-state. Warren Central beating Marshall County 3-1. They will face Davis County at Warren Central tomorrow. And the Greenwood girls also beat Marshall County in the semi-state matchup 2-1. They will also face Davis County in their state matchup tomorrow as well. So good luck to those guys. And a lot of people think that if those teams win tomorrow, they've got a good chance to make it to the state championship game. So hopefully they're able to keep it going after this weekend. Let's talk about some keys to the game as we head into the second half for Bowling Green. And we didn't get into it because our coach's interview ran a little long, where we got a late start on the pregame show. But I would say a key to the game for Bowling Green here, limit turnovers. With being as wet as it is, the rain has kind of slowed down. It's barely a drizzle at this point now, but the ground's still wet. The ball's still going to get wet when it hits the ground, so you've got to be able to hold on to it. So turnover is going to be a key here in the second half. Defense has been solid. As long as the offense holds on to the ball, I think they're going to be just fine. I think, ideally they'd love to get a couple scores here, get this to be a running clock, and then kind of cruise it on in, because next week they take on Trinity. So hold on to the ball and just stay in front of the line of scrimmage. Don't let anybody get by you there on the line of scrimmage. Allow Odom and Sloan to break off some big runs. So find the gaps on the line and hold on to the ball. There's your keys to the second half, brought to you by the Key Oil Company. And Bowling Green's been doing a pretty good job of it in the first half. We'll see if they're able to continue that into the second half. Bowling Green come back out on the field. Greenwood as well. As the clock is brought them back in. How about some halftime stats? Bowling Green outgained Greenwood 340 yards to 127. Connor Cooper, 9 of 11 for 236 yards passing and some touchdowns as well. J.V. Bunton with 8 carries and 64 yards. Jordan Dingle with 92 yards and a score through the air. So there's some stats. Those are also brought to you by State Farm. This has been the Lawton Insurance halftime report. Bowling Green going to receive to start off the second half. See what kind of return we can get back here. Greenwood the first to break from their huddle. Bowling Green set up. They've got looks like Des Wilson is back there to receive. Vito Tisdale going to be the deep man back. J.V. Button a man in position as well. I don't think Bowling Green's expecting Greenwood to do a full-on kickoff. Patterson certainly has the leg for it, should they choose to do so. Here comes the kick. Patterson lets it fly, deep kick. Vito Tisdale going to let it sail into the end zone, hitting the back of the end zone, and it's a touchback. And Bowling Green will start this drive on the 20-yard line. And a reminder as we start the third quarter here, tonight's game is brought to you in part by Crossroads IGA, Graves Gilbert Clinic, WKONA Sports Medicine. Connor Cooper in the gun. He's got Collins to his right in the backfield. Here comes the snap. Hand off to Collins, rolling up the middle. And the Gators able to stuff him on a short run. See where they spot this ball. It looks like they put it right back on the 20, so no gain on the play. 2nd and 10. Scotty Brown, who has a touchdown reception. He's a wide receiver over on the right-hand side. 1 to the right, 2 to the left as the snap comes in. Here's the handoff faked, and Connor Cooper goes on the run, looking on the left-hand side. Back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard or two. So it's going to be a 3rd and somewhat long here. Gained 4 on the run. Not a bad job there by Connor. On the broken play, J.V. Bunton will check back in. So you'll have Bunton to the left, Collins to the right in the backfield of Cooper. He's got 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Here's the snap. Handoff, J.V. Bunton looking to get to the outside. Has a blocker in front, and Collins gets across the 30 to the 35-40 and breaks off a big run. Almost had the gap for the big-time run, which could have gotten them in the Gator territory. Instead, it's a first down. It's brought to you by McDonald's all the way up to the 41-yard line. 18 yards for J.V. Bunton on the carry. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Here's the snap. Cooper, quick step back, screen pass, and it's incomplete. Hit the dirt looking for J.V. Bunton. It was a little bit behind Bunton, and he slid and trying to get back to it. Actually works out for Bowling Green that it was incomplete. Instead of maybe being a loss of a little bit of a yard. Evan Spader into the game, as well as Vito Tisdale. So they swap out the running backs completely and bring in Tisdale and Spader. Move the ball over to the right hash mark. Ball set up on the 41-yard line. 2nd and 10. Officials blowing the whistle to make sure things are set here. Cooper, quick word with Vito Tisdale, set up to his left. So a running back on each side and a wide receiver on each side for Bowling Green. 2nd and 10, snap to Cooper, handoff to Spader, running from right to left. Looking for the outside, has the gap, gets the first down, it's still on the run. Across the 40, across the 30, to the 20 before he's tripped up and brought down. Big run by Evan Spader, another first down for Bowling Green. It's brought to you by McDonald's.
Bowling Green's number 9, Spader, on the run. Picks up enough for a first down for the Purples.
That's about a 49-yard run for Evan Spader. Here's a snap. Hands off to Vito Tisdale. See what he can do up the right side. Spins across. Gets across the 15 down to the 13-yard line. 8-yard run for Vito Tisdale. So you went with Spader on the sweep to the left, and then you bring Tisdale on the sweep to the right, and now you swap them back out, and in comes Vi Collins and J.V. Button. Fofana, Dingle, your receivers on the left-hand side, Brown to the right, and some motion on the line for Bowling Green, going to move them back. Looked like one of the linemen lost their balance and fell back, and that's going to move the ball back 5 yards against Bowling Green. Ball now set up on the 18-yard line, 2nd and 15. Here's a snap, drop back, Cooper looking to throw to his left, going corner, open man, Fofana catches, brings it in, touchdown Bowling Green. Great catch by Elvin Fofana, sliding on the ground, and the Purples on the board again. You know, they say when it's a wet, rainy night, the teams struggle to get it through the air. I think Connor Cooper is showing that that's not quite the case. Extra point is up, and it is good. Makes the score Bowling Green 32. Greenwood, nothing. Touchdown brought to you by Toyota of Bowling Green. Take this time to remind you that tonight's game is brought to you in part by Mid-South Lumber and Supply. Professional building materials and services. They have everything you'll need for any project and size. Windows, doors, paint and design center, lumber, roofing, shingles, molding and trim insulation, siding and gutters, electrical and plumbing. Providing superior service and quality products since 1962. Delivered when and where you need them. Mid-South Lumber and Supply. We're more than wood. As I was saying before the extra points and the read there, Connor Cooper having an excellent night through the air. 236 yards passing in the first half. He added at least 18 more and picked up his 3rd touchdown of the night on that drive. All through the air. Cooper being effective. Here comes the kickoff. Major letting it fly. This one's going to be a little bit shorter of a kick. Caught about the 15, and Odom on the return, just running side to side, found no opening. Good coverage by Bowling Green special teams. Great coverage there by, looks like Davis Fant and Eli Burwash in on that. 9:32 remaining in the third quarter. Bowling Green leading 32-0. Gator offense comes out. Going to start this drive on the 18-yard line with 3 receivers set up over on the right side. Hernandez to the right side of Morrison in the gun. Here comes a snap. Morrison looking right, throws, screen pass to Hernandez, and he's met. Tisdale making the stop in the backfield.
Pass complete to number 27, Hernandez.
Tisdale just wraps him up and holds on till the whistle blows. Greenwood fans wanting some extra laundry to throw out there on the field. They're not going to get it, though. 2nd and 10, no gain on the play. Ogawa comes out. Leaves Steele coming in as a receiver. 3 receivers over on the right-hand side again. This time Hernandez on the left. Odom in motion. They hand off to Odom, running from left to right, and Purples fight him in the backfield again. Loss of yards on the carry. Spader in on the tackle. Reese Jones there as well. Jones and Spader on the read there. Makes it 3rd and long. see that Bowling Green kind of wants to put this one away. Again, the rain is kind of stopped, but that doesn't mean you want to just get out of here with a nice, easy win. Defense gets a stop here. You let your offense get another touchdown, and you can get that running clock, get out of here a little early. 3 receivers on the right-hand side. Morrison takes the snap, looking to his right, has the man in the flat and Odom. Catch made, and Purple's defense going to collapse on him and catch him after a couple yards. So to bring up 4th down, Purple's just keeping everything in front of them, not letting anything pass them, and then brings up the punt squad for Greenwood. Patterson coming out onto the field. 7:45 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Again, there were 4 Purples that closed in on Odom as soon as he made the catch in the backfield. 2 guys back to receive, and Tisdale and Evan Spader. And here comes a snap. Patterson lets it fly. This one not much pressure. Going to roll over towards Evan Spader, but it bounces shy of the 50 and takes a Bowling Green bounce back to the 46. So Bowling Green will start this drive on the Greenwood side of the field with the chance to get the running clock should they get a touchdown here. 7:11 remaining in the 3rd. Bowling Green. A big run by Evan Spader to move Bowling Green into Gator territory, followed by a run by Tisdale, followed by a pass from Connor Cooper to Elvin Fofana for 6. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Here comes a snap. Fake the handoff, and the pass up the middle, incomplete. Looking for Des Wilson, a little behind target, and it falls incomplete. Cooper looking back towards the coaching staff as they use the signals to send in the play. 2 receivers again on the left, 1 on the right. Couple running backs in the backfield. Here comes the snap. Hand off to J.V. Button, running to the left side, looking for the crease, gets past the line of scrimmage, fighting for some more yards to the 40. Six-yard gain for J.V. Button. We'll make it 3rd and 4. Scotty Brown as a receiver, closer to your bottom of the screen, kind of catching his helmet right above that IGA logo there. Des Wilson, receiver on the right-hand side as well, and receiver to the left. Here's the snap. Fakes the handoff. Cooper up the middle, caught by Des Wilson, has the 1st down. And it's brought to you by McDonald's. Just a drag route across the middle of the field there for Des Wilson. Puts him in position for the 1st down, and the Purples keep the drive alive with 6:19 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Same formation, 2 receivers to the right. Fofana, your receiver on the left. Here's a snap, handoff, run up the middle for Vi Collins. Shoves a defender away, but he's able to hold on for another Gator to come in to help and bring down the tackle across the 30. Gain of 3 on the carry up to the 29-yard line. Going to bring up 2nd and 7. Wilson going to flip sides from the right side to the left. So Wilson and Fofana on the left-hand side. Dingle and Brown on the right. Trips each side. Here's the snap. Here comes a pass, little screen play. Wilson not able to, well, that shakes away a defender. Moves across the 30. Now a good old rugby scrum moves forward a couple more yards. We'll set up 3rd down. Puts the ball at about the 28-yard line. Bowling Green needing to get to about the 24. For the 34, 33. 3rd and 5 is the official mark here. 2 to the right. Here's the snap. Fakes the handoff. Cooper looking deep. He's got Wilson in the corner in the end zone. No, can't hold on to it. Wouldn't have been a touchdown. Would have been outside, but Wilson not able to hold on to it. And it falls incomplete. Brings up fourth down. Brings up fourth down. Get a field goal here would be a mile. It'd be about a 53-yarder, so they're not going to go for that. They're going to go for it with the offense. 4th and 5 with the ball on the 36. Here's a snap. Hand off to Collins. Rolling to the right side, and he's tackled to the 30. Loss of yards on the play. Howard on the tackle for Greenwood. That's a turnover on downs, and Greenwood will take over on the 30. .431 remaining in the third quarter. Bowling Green turns it over on downs when they have the opportunity to get that running clock going. Score update for you. Franklin Simpson 41, Warren East 21 after a 2-yard run by Nolan Ford. Back to the action here. Morrison looking deep himself for Reed Sloan. Knocked away by Tucker Prescorn. Prescorn on top of that one, knocking it away from Reed Sloan. Brings up 2nd and 10. Ball on the Greenwood 30-yard line. Steele, a receiver on the far right-hand side. Sloan, the middle receiver. Odom, the inside. Here's a snap. Quick slant across the middle for Odom. He's got the first down. Deglow waits on him and just brings him down, but not before Odom picks up the first down on the pass. Moves up to the 46-yard line. First down for Greenwood. Ogawa, receiver to the left-hand side. Odom joins him on the left. Everyone else gathered around the ball. Odom goes in motion. Handoff running from left to right. Runs between the tackles across the 50 into Bowling Green territory to the 47-yard line. Odom running strong, and a flag comes in after the play. Kind of at the end of that run is where this flag is coming in. Typically comes into the play against the defense with that time. Let's see, the officials talk it over here. We'll remind you that tonight's game is brought to you by Wendy's, a proud sponsor of local athletics. Encourage you guys to check out a Wendy's in Bowling Green, Franklin, or Glasgow. Enjoy yourself a 4 for $4 meal deal. I always go for the double stack when I go 4 for $4. I just put it out there. Penalty against Greenwood. So it moves us back in the Gator territory to the 38-yard line. I think it's a dead ball penalty. Unsportsmanlike conduct against Greenwood. So back to the 38-yard line we go. Steele will come back in, replacing Gooey, the tight end. First down and long. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Here's the snap. Morrison looking to his right, throws up the middle, caught by Sloan, shakes the tackler Jones back to the original line of scrimmage before a host of purples bring him down. The middle of the field has been an effective tool for Greenwood when they go to the air. They've been able to bring those running backs and Sloan and Odom across the middle. Been able to pick up some big yards from time to time. That time it gets it up to the Greenwood 48-yard line. Gain of 11 on the play makes it 2nd and 9. Two receivers on the right. Here's the snap. Morrison looking right. Screen play to Odom. Into the backfield. Now Odom gets across the line of scrimmage up to the 49. We'll see where the officials mark it. And they're going to put it down to the 49. So a gain of 1 on the play. That'll make it 3rd down. Clock continuing to run here in the 3rd quarter. 2:40 remaining. Bowling Green leading 32-0. Greenwood looking to drive here. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Actually, they make it 3 receivers to the left and 1 to the right. Here's the snap. Morrison looking left. Here's the throw. Up the middle of the field, incomplete. Looking for Reed Sloan. Sloan hadn't quite looked back for the ball and comes in low, incomplete. Brings up 4th down. At this point, with the score where it is and where they are, don't be surprised to see Howard and company keep this one with the offense and let them go for it. Mike Howard giving the play to, I believe that's Steele, the receiver. He'll come in with the play call from Coach Howard. So the offense going to stay out there for a 4th and 7. The ball on the Greenwood 49. It's a short 7, though. You've got 3 receivers on the left-hand side. Look for that move up the middle. They've been going there a lot, but Morrison rolling out to his left. Throwing it deep across the body, and it is knocked down, incomplete. Right into the hands of Seth Rainville, the junior, in there right now, but it's actually better for Bowling Green than he knocked it down on 4th down, because now the Purples will take it over on the Greenwood 49. 2:20 remaining in the third. Been a pretty quick third quarter. We have 1 touchdown to show for it in the period. An 18-yard pass from Connor Cooper to Elvin Fofana, the first drive of the quarter. Then we've had a couple of possessions that have ended with a turnover on downs. Cooper and company back out on the field. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. A couple running backs in the backfield. Here's the snap. Fakes the handoff, throw up the middle, caught by Brassel. Fights forward for another yard up to the 41. Gain of 8 on the play. Brassel trying to get them, giving him a couple more looks in this game than what we've seen throughout the season. Good athlete. Find a way to use him. He's certainly helpful. Scotty Brown and Brassel set up his receivers on the right-hand side. Dingle on that side as well. Here's a snap. Hand off to J.V. Button, looking to run to his left. Finds a crease and just dives forward. Enough to pick up the first down. Jumps up from the 41 to the 38. That's a first down brought to you by McDonald's. See the patience from J.V. Bunton on that carry. Just waiting for the gap, and then he just split right into it to pick up enough for the first down. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Here's the snap. Cooper throws the left-hand side. Catch made by Fofana. Shakes a tackle. Has the first down before he's knocked out of bounds. Past the 30-yard line. Up to the 25. 26 is where they put this down. Parker Scott on the tackle. You've got 2 receivers over on the right-hand side. Here's the snap. Hand off to Collins, running to his left. Gets past 1 tackler, hops over another, and then gets close to that first down marker before he's out of bounds. It's going to be short, but a 9-yard run for Vi Collins. You know, we've talked a lot about him being the bowling ball and being a strong runner, but we've seen tonight he's got some moves to go with it. He stepped over a defender on an earlier run, and then he just hopped over another one on that one. Just shy, 2nd and 1 on the 18. 2 receivers to the right again. Here's a snap. Cooper steps in the pocket, now has to run. Scrambling to his right, throws it to Button, and it goes incomplete. He's trying to catch Button with some room to run to the outside, but it hits the ground, and officials call it dead on the incomplete pass. Greenwood fans saying it was a lateral. It did bounce out of bounds, so it wouldn't be a turnover, but it would move Bowling Green back if they did rule it a lateral, but they do not. Call it incomplete. It brings up 3rd and short.
3rd down. Let's get 3rd down loud, Gator fans. Let's see if we can stop this drive.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Here's the snap. Cooper hands it off. Running back up the middle. J.V. Button shakes a tackle. Now hops back in and gets the first down. Looking for more, and he's in. Touchdown. Bowling Green. A strong run by J.V. Button for 17 yards in the score. Second touchdown for J.V. Bunton on the night, and it comes with 53 seconds remaining in the third. Bowling Green on for the extra point. It's going to be Burwash on to kick it. Des Wilson to hold. Here comes the snap. Kick is away. It's up, and it is good. And that makes the score Bowling Green 39, Greenwood nothing. Take this time to thank a sponsor. State Farm Insurance, dependable and knowledgeable agents see customers looking for real protection and long-term relationships. Having one special person for your car, home, and life insurance lets you get down to business with the rest of your life. We're State Farm. It's what we do. 24/7, 365. Go to a better state. Contact an agent today. Call Jonathan McDaniel at 270-842-5556 or Ginger Cleary at 270-782-7276. 17-yard run by J.V. Bunton. Second touchdown of the night for him. Puts the Purples up 39-0 with under a minute to go here in the third quarter. And after this kickoff, we will officially have the running clock for the remainder of this game. Bowling Green cruise control now. Will claim the regular season district title and will be the 1 seed in these first 2 rounds of the playoffs coming up in a couple weeks. Odom with the return, gets across the 20, met at the 25, pushes forward a couple more yards to the 27. And there's some extracurricular afterwards and some flags coming out here. Looks like a little altercation between Lofton Howard, and I didn't see who it was for Bowling Green. We're going to call a penalty against Bowling Green and a penalty against Greenwood, so they will offset, and we'll just take over this drive where Odom got it to. So as we go through this fourth quarter, coming up here in the next 34 seconds. Clock is running as Greenwood comes out on the field. Morrison and company. See if they're able to get the ball moving against some of the younger guys of the Bowling Green defense. 2 receivers over on the left-hand side. Here comes the handoff up the middle. That is Ogawa, I believe, on the carry. Actually, that was Hernandez on the carry, and that will be the end of the third quarter. At the end of 3, it's Bowling Green 39, Greenwood nothing. We'll come back with the fourth quarter after a word from our sponsor. McDonald's. Did you know the Burl journey into McDonald's began in 1974 with the opening of their first restaurant in Franklin, Kentucky? Paul Burl, a second-generation owner-operator, began the family business with his father, Jim Burl. And from that one store, other siblings joined the business and branched off into their own areas throughout Kentucky and Tennessee. The Burls have always looked at their business as a people business first and a hamburger business second. The Burls are also heavily involved in the communities where they work and live, and they are proud supporters of many charities, athletic, and academic programs. Additionally, they are passionate about helping out the Nashville Ronald McDonald House, which serves as a home away from home for many families from southern Kentucky each year. Visit one of the many area McDonald's locations today. McDonald's, I'm loving it. Fourth quarter about to get underway here. 39-0 your score. Joe Brunk here with you as the fourth quarter gets underway. We'll remind you that tonight's game is brought to you in part by Crossroads IGA and Graves Gilbert Clinic WKONA Sports Medicine. Sweet Caroline playing over the loudspeaker as we head to the fourth quarter. Trying to keep the spirits high for the Greenwood fans here. And the Gators with the ball here. 2nd and 4. The ball on the 33-yard line. Here comes the snap. Handoff to Odom. Has some room to the outside. Moves up to the 40 before he's still on his feet up to the 42. First down for Greenwood. They'll move the chains. Abdelkader on the tackle. Dylan Eccles was in on it as well.
Who wants the football? Greenwood cheerleaders throw it out.
Gators break from the huddle, and they'll send Ogawa over wide to the left-hand side, steal the slot receiver. Here's a snap. Morrison, a handoff to Hernandez on the carry up the right, and he'll be met in the backfield. No gain on the carry, maybe one.
Christian Hernandez on the run. Backup by Bowling Green's number 56. Lightfoot. Second down.
Move the ball to the 43-yard line. We'll give him a yard, 2nd and 9. And the cheerleaders throwing all the footballs that they have left out into the crowd here. And if they chuck it to the back row, we're in danger of getting one here in the press box. So we're right behind them. Back to the action here, run over on the left-hand side. And the Purple's able to get them after a couple yards up to the 45. Gain of a couple on the play. Sloan on the carry for Greenwood.
Third down here for the Gators.
This will be the final home game for Greenwood, probably this season. They go to John Hardin next week. Bowling Green will be home against Trinity to close out the regular season. We'll talk some playoff implications as some finals getting close here. Handoff on Reed Sloan coming up the left-hand side. He'll pick up the first down on the 3rd down run. Picks up 8 on the carry. That's enough for another first down for Greenwood. Under the 10-minute mark left in this one. Bowling Green with the running clock advantage, leading 39-0. Again, Bowling Green will claim the district regular season championship, will be the 1 seed, so they will host for the first 2 rounds should they advance. More than likely facing Christian County. Actually, it will be Christian County in that first round, which they beat 49-0 just last week at Bowling Green. Here's the snap. Hands off to Hernandez, running up the left-hand side. Has some room to run. Picks up the first down and brought down at the 34. Greenwood, meanwhile, they will be at John Hardin next week to close out the regular season. Then we'll go to South Warren, who they played just last week. Fell in that game 36-18, but they did lead at the half, 9-8 in that game. One of those two games will match up in the second round, as the first 2 rounds are all within district. Hand off to Hernandez, and then Hernandez spinning and moving, but gains little on that first down run.
Number 27, Christian Hernandez.
In the new playoffs district for the first 2 rounds, and then once you get out of district play, it goes to the RPI, and you'll have teams from the 1st and 2nd region will be ranked according to RPI, and they will face off against each other. And then the teams from the 3rd and 4th regions will be ranked according to RPI and play in that 3rd round. And then the final 4 will be re-ranked by RPI to get your host schools for the semifinal. And then the state championships will be at UK. The way it's shaping out for either Bowling Green or South Warren, whoever comes out of this district has a pretty decent chance of picking up another home game in that 3rd round of the playoffs, should the RPI rankings kind of hold on the way that they are. 3rd and 9, the ball on the 33-yard line here. Receiver far on the right-hand side, a running back on each side. Odom goes in motion. They fake the handoff, and Morrison runs it up the middle, and he'll get across the 30. Will be short of the first down, but imagine the offense will stay out there for this one. Up to the 29-yard line, and he'll bring up 4th down.
Brings up 4th down for the Gators.
Be 4th and 5. See if these young guys from the Purples defense can keep the Gators off the board. Morrison in the gun. He's got a running back to his left in Hernandez. Sloan set up on the right-hand side. He goes in motion. Fake the handoff, then give off to Odom. He'll run up the middle, and I think he's short. Tackled shy of the 25-yard line, and that's going to be a turnover on downs, and the Purples take it over with 6:38 remaining in the fourth quarter. Franklin Simpson was up 20 on Warren East when we last checked in on that one. If Franklin Simpson continues to win that game, they will go on to be the number 1 seed in that district, with ACS and Warren East playing in the other side of that bracket. It will be Franklin Simpson against Russell County. ACS, I believe, would host against Warren East, as ACS has the tiebreaker over East as they won the head-to-head. Here comes the snap. And running up the middle. And a new face at quarterback here. I believe it's the freshman. Bert Kubawa. Here comes a snap. Handoff up the middle. Moves up 32-yard line. Carry by Darius Franklin, the junior. Moves it up to the 28-yard line. Makes it 3rd and 6. Kibawa ran over to the sideline, got the play call, now comes and delivers it to everyone else. Gives it to Hightower. Franklin to the right-hand side. You got 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Here comes the snap. Hand off to Franklin, running to the right side. Gets across the 35. Gains 2 on the play, but will be short of the first down. Brings up 4th. The punt squad going to come out for Bowling Green. Eli Burwash, it's the first team. Special teams coming out for this one. Burwash standing on his own 20, steps forward, rugby-style kick, running to the right-hand side. Reed Sloan back to receive, takes a Bowling Green bounce, past the 20 and rolls out of bounds at around the 15-yard line. So pins Greenwood back with 4:05 remaining. Clock continue to run here as we bring out the Gator offense, possibly for the last time tonight. Bowling Green got the stop on a 4th down to turn it over on the last possession for Greenwood. Next week it'll be an early start. Bowling Green playing host to Trinity to close out the regular season. It'll be a 6:30 start Central Time. Again, playing at L. Donaldson Stadium. Hope you guys can join us for that one. If you can't make it out to the game, you can join us on stfanclub.com. 1st and 10, ball on the 18-yard line to start this drive. Here comes the snap. Fakes the handoff. Morrison steps up, delivers down the field. Overthrown, incomplete. Looking for Odom, but throws it too high. Gators looking to move the ball. See if they can get some points up on the board before this one's done. Again, Bowling Green will close out the regular season next week, hosting Trinity. Game will start at 6:30. We'll jump on the air probably around 6:15 or so with our Wendy's pregame show. Morrison in the gun, takes a snap. Hand off to Odom, this time running up the right-hand side. Gets stood up before a few Purples can push him out of bounds. The man on the tackle for that one was Abdul Kader. About 2 minutes remaining in this one. Again, with the running clock, this one will be over sooner rather than later, and we'll take ourselves a quick little step away, and then when we come back, we'll have the post-game show. It's brought to you by Citizens First Bank. Carry by Reed Sloan, picking up the first down, getting up to the 40-yard line. An 18-yard run by Reed Sloan. Some of the Greenwood fans even saying, come on, let's go, let's keep moving. 99 seconds remain. The clock keeps ticking. Post-game report will recap the game. We'll name our players of the game and maybe even talk to Coach Devon Franklin. Here comes the handoff. Gives it to Odom, spinning around from the 40, moving up to the 45 before he's brought down. Gain of 5 on the carry. Odom has had a pretty good game for the Gators tonight, but just have not been able to get through the end zone against this Purple's defense. And with a minute to go, looks like they just might not. Bowling Green coming into this game allowing just 10 points per contest. Really tightened it down after the beginning of the season. Here comes the throw by Morrison, and it is almost intercepted, knocked away by the receiver. And that was Tynelius Blewett, who almost had the interception. But it falls incomplete. We'll probably get one more play here for Greenwood. To wrap this one up, Morrison trying to collect the troops to get one more play. 20 seconds remaining. Two receivers on each side. Hernandez, the running back. Here's the snap. Morrison dropping back, throws up the middle. Incomplete. To Reed Sloan, and the final 10 seconds will tick down, and that will be it. It is a final. Bowling Green 39, Greenwood nothing. The Purples move to 6-2 on the season. Take ourselves a little bit of a break. We'll be back with the post-game show coming up here on stfanclub.com, part of the Sporting Times Broadcast Network.
Honey?
Yeah?
Can you go to the store and get some ground beef?
Sure.
Hey, that's a lot of bags.
I figured while I was out, I would get groceries for the whole week.
Ground beef included in that?
Did I?
Oh, Crossroads IGA has everything you need in one convenient location. Crossroads IGA, a fresh way to shop.
Graves Gilbert Clinic and Western Kentucky Orthopedic and Neurosurgical Associates. Two organizations coming together as one team to provide the best sports medicine care for South Central Kentucky. Local physicians caring for athletes of all ages. From youth sports to weekend warriors to college and professional athletics, our physicians can get you back in action. When an injury sidelines your favorite athlete, we offer the same expert care that's provided to professional and Division I college athletes. Call today to get you back in action sooner.
And welcome back here to Greenwood High School. It is a final. Bowling Green with a victory over Greenwood, 39-0. And Joe Brunk here with you in the post-game show, brought to you by State Farm Insurance. Do a quick recap here in just a moment when I bring up my stats here. First of all, Bowling Green played some defense to begin the game and went back and forth in the first quarter with 3:30 remaining in that opening period. Vi Collins got the 4-yard touchdown run. Missed extra point, though, and the Purples led 6-0. Then a 68-yard pass from Cooper to Dingle made it 12-0 after the Purples failed on the 2-point conversion. A 32-yard run by J.V. Bunton made it 19-0 in the second half. Interception by Eccles kept them off the board. Oh, it looks like we may be losing the view from the field as our camera running low on battery. We may get that back here, but I'll continue to go through the game report. Interception by Dylan Eccles kept the game at 19-0 with 2:12 remaining in the quarter. But they fumbled it away with 1:31 remaining. Bowling Green would get it back, though, and get a 34-yard pass from Connor Cooper to Scotty Brown. And the extra point was missed, making the score 25-0 at the break. First drive of the third quarter, Purples came out, drove it down the field. Connor Cooper with a pass to Elvin Fofana. Extra point good, making it 32-0. And then in the third quarter, with 53 seconds remaining, a 17-yard run by J.V. Bunton, his second of the night. Extra point went through, and that made the score 39-0. We got the running clock from that point on, and the Purples cruise to the win 39-0. So Bowling Green advancing now to 6-2 on the regular season. Greenwood falling to 5-4. Let's go ahead and take this time to name some players of the game. And they are brought to you by Leachman Buick GMC. Offensively, I think we got to go with Connor Cooper. Over 250 yards through the air, 3 passing touchdowns for him as well. So we'll go with him. And I'm just going to go with Reese Jones because he was all over the field making huge tackle after huge tackle. So let's go Connor Cooper and Reese Jones, your players of the game, brought to you by Leishman Buick GMC. Congratulations to those guys. And as we wait for Coach Franklin to come join us here in the postgame show, again, remind you that next week we will be at L. Donaldson Stadium as the Purples will take on the Trinity Shamrocks. And that's going to be a tough matchup. But the Purples will have just a great measuring stick game there before heading into the playoffs. Game will start at 6:30. Our pregame will start probably around 6:15 here on stfanclub.com. Hope that you will join us. And, yeah, it looks like we've lost the video feed from our camera. So, well, we'll get Coach Franklin on with us, and then we'll kind of wrap things up. Again, Purple's dominated. They outpaced the Gators on the field by quite the margin. And, again, just a good look for the Purples. Looking sharp even in the rain. They get themselves the win, 39-0. Look for some other scores. Franklin Simpson, it is a final over Warren East, 48-21. So Franklin Simpson went from dropping their first 4 games of the regular season to winning the next 5, and now are the district champs there in 4A and will be the 1 seed to take on Russell County in the first round of the playoffs, and look to be in a good spot to reach that second round to take on either ACS or Warren East, who they beat in the last couple of weeks. So how about Franklin Simpson and that turnaround of the season? So the Wildcats starting to turn that around, looking pretty good. Looking for some other score updates and really not finding any other ones. But again, the score that matters, Bowling Green 39, Greenwood nothing. Again, they move to 5-2 or 6-2. Keep getting the record wrong. 6-2 now the record for Bowling Green on the regular season. And what throws me off is because they have that one game that they missed because they did not get to play against Corbin due to the thunderstorms. But they will get 9 games in the regular season. They will be the number 1 seed in this district. And should they make it through the first 2 rounds, they should be in a decent spot. Probably would be ranked behind Owensboro and RPI, but the rest of the teams in the first and second regions are behind Bowling Green in that RPI rating, and so would probably get a home game in the 3rd round, which could put themselves in a pretty decent position to make it to the state semifinals, should they make it past the district play. South Warren looking to rebound. They've done a pretty good job. They're up 21-0 over Christian County. Haven't got an update from them since the halftime.
Hopefully the weather will be good. And that's just one of those games that you're presented with an opportunity to get better again. Yeah, you always want to play the best in the state.
And so you see what kind of matchup that would be. It was a 14-3 game in the regular season. A win for Bowling Green over South Warren. I think that's kind of the expectation, is to see those 2 teams meet again in that second round of the playoffs. And the winner of that game, again, expected to be hosting in the 3rd round of the playoffs, en route to probably going on the road for the state semifinal to a possible Covington Catholic, to a possible Frederick Douglass. Those are 2 teams that are really gaining a lot of momentum, a lot of the acclaim in 5A. But it's a pretty deep 5A field. You've got, this district has 2 teams that, if they put things together, could make a run deep into the playoffs. There's another district up near Lexington with Scott County and Frederick Douglass. One of those teams is very poised to make a run deep into the playoffs. Covington Catholic is a team that you got to keep an eye out for. They're ranked number 1 in any AP poll that you look at. And then you look at Owensboro having another great year, running things around their area. And South Oldham still having a pretty good season as well. There's a lot of teams that, if they put some things together here as we get to the playoffs. Could make some deep runs and be a contender for the state title. And now that I've talked long enough, we got Devon Franklin joining me here in the post-game show. Coach, thank you so much for joining us here.
Thank you.
And, Coach, again, just a wet, rainy night, just kind of cold. But the defense, you guys come out, get the job done, and put another shutout up on the board.
Yeah, when it's raining like this and the weather's kind of bad, you just never know what your team's going to do. You don't know how they're going to come out with the weather, a little cold, a little wet. But, we're pretty proud of our guys. Defensively, we played great assignment defense. With a team like Greenwood, with the offense they run, if you don't play good assignment defense, then they're going to gas you a little bit. And I thought on the offensive side of the ball, I thought we did a pretty good job of running the ball. We established the run. Mm-hmm. I thought Connor did a good job of stretching the defense down the field with the deep ball. And then all of our skilled players on offense did a great job. Once they got the ball in their hands, they did a good job of making moves and getting yardage.
What I really liked in this game, it was the first play offensively for Bowling Green. It's, again, a wet, rainy night. Both these teams really have kind of established themselves as guys that really run the ball effectively. And Bowling Green says, you know what, let's just chuck it deep one time and see what happens. And they get a big gain on that first play. And I think that set the tone the rest of the way offensively for you guys.
Yeah, I think it did. I think, offensively, we're going to try to maybe stretch the field a little more. And why not do it on the first play of the game just to see what happens, First play of the game, we stretch it, got it deep. I think it loosened up their defense a little bit. Then we just started pounding it a little bit. And, when we have running backs like we do with Bunton and Collins, Spader, and Tisdale, hey, that's a four-headed monster coming at you that's tough to stop.
Yeah. Defensively, Coach, you kind of mentioned it, just good assignment football. I thought you guys did a really good job. I thought, coming into the game, I said, mind the gaps, make sure that you're plugging the gaps. And you guys did a very good job of that, really outgained them offensively. But defensively, you guys just shut down the run. Reed Sloan, who's been such a dynamic playmaker for them this whole season, you guys really kept him quiet tonight.
Yeah, we did a good job of playing faster than them, I believe. Our defense was flying around tonight. We did a good job of setting edges, keeping contained. And once you keep contained and set edges, then they have to cut it up inside to our big boys. And then our big boys are running. It's pretty tough to get through them. But you got to give Greenwood a little credit there. They had some drives there where they gassed us a little bit. Mm-hmm. And we had to try to settle down, focus in, and try to stop them, which we did. But Greenwood did a good job of moving the ball there a few times. And you just, give hats off to our defense for stepping up and not giving up and keep playing.
You guys officially claim that top spot in the district with this win. Just seal that and get yourself at least 2 home games should you progress through the playoffs. But you've got one more game left in the regular season. It's a tough matchup against Trinity. Again, doesn't affect anything playoff-wise, but what a great measuring stick game this could be for you guys.
Yeah, it's like I said earlier over there with Roy and them over there. This is a good game for us to see where we are. If you want to be the best in the state, you need to play the best. And we've done a pretty good job of scheduling teams, and we try to play whoever will play us. And Trinity's one of those teams that is going to be a good measuring stick for us to see where we are. And, also help us get a run late in the playoffs to, playing, easier teams towards the end of the year. It may have your guys slack off a little bit, but playing Trinity, they got to stay focused, stay on key, and hopefully that's going to help us run through the playoffs.
Yeah, and as good as the teams in 5A are, and I was just talking about how deep this may be one of the deepest fields in 5A as far as just balance across the state. As good as that is, you're probably not seeing another team as good as Trinity when you get into those playoffs.
That's true. And like you said, 5A I think is the toughest class. But, Trinity, Male, all those kids, all those teams up in Louisville, they have a pool of some talent to pull from. And, and they're usually pretty good at getting them out and playing. So hopefully we can show up Friday night and give everybody a good showing and come out with a victory.
Yeah, we certainly would love to see that. Coach Devon Franklin joining us here. You guys get the victory here tonight. Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
Enjoy the weekend, and we'll catch up with you guys next week.
Thank you.
All right, Coach Devon Franklin joining us here in the post-game show. Big thanks for him to come out and chat with us. And as we've got the black screen, we've already named our players of the game, brought to you by Leachman Buick GMC. Let's go ahead and just give big thanks to our sponsors and wrap this up. Big thanks to everyone from Graves Gilbert Clinic, WKONA Sports Medicine, Wendy's of Bowling Green, the Key Oil Company, McDonald's, Lawton Insurance, Leachman Buick GMC, State Farm Insurance, Toyota of Bowling Green, the Bowling Green Visitors Bureau, Mid-South Lumber, and Crossroads IGA. A big thanks to all of you guys for your support. Wouldn't be here without that. Big thanks to Connor Frederick running the camera for us, getting all the nice shots throughout the game for you here on stfanclub.com. And as always, a big thanks to all of you. I say it each time, and I'll say it again. We would not be here at the Swamp at Greenwood High if you were not there. So thank you so much for joining us for tonight's broadcast. Again, next week, Bowling Green hosting Trinity. Game starts at 6:30. But tonight, it's all purples over the Gators. Final score, Bowling Green 39, Greenwood nothing. This has been high school football on stfanclub.com. Have a great night.